Good morning, students. Hope you are fine at home. Students, as your assessments are going on, you have to prepare very well for all the assessments. Along with the assessments, we are continuing our studies. So, for today, we are going to discuss the chapter 4th, that is human body, of class 7th biology. Students, basically in this chapter we are going to discuss the four important things, that is organs and their excretory products. Second is renal excretory system. Third is nervous system, and the last topic which we will discuss is mechanism of response coordination. Students, you all know that after digestion lot of waste material is generated inside the body, and that waste material is needed to be thrown out of the body, because if these waste material, if they will accumulate inside the body, they are going to create lot of problem. So for the clearance or for the throwing out of these waste from the body, different organs they are involved. So these organs together in a coordinating manner helps the waste to get rid out of the body. Students, now removal of waste is a very important process, and organs in the body they play a major role in performing this function. So the first topic which we are going to discuss today is organs and their excretory products. Now students, you can see the main organs which are involved in the process of excretion are lungs, skin, large intestine, kidneys, anus and urethra. So these organs together they play a major role in the process of excretion. So excretion is, it is a process of throwing out of waste from the body. Now students, the waste, it can be in the form of solid waste, it can be in the form of respiratory waste, it can be in the form of water or salt, or it can be in the form of liquid waste. So the organ which is involved in removal of the solid waste is anus. Basically the solid waste, it is removed in the form of feces. Respiratory waste, now see, during the process of respiration different waste are generated in the body, and with the help of lungs they are thrown out of the body, like carbon dioxide and water vapors. Sweat, students, now you can observe nowadays summers are there and we used to sweat a lot. Now how this sweat is coming up to our skin surface, this is just because of the tiny pores which are present on the skin, and the sweat gland, it plays a major role in bringing up of the sweat up to the surface of the skin. So the tiny pores, you can see here, this is our skin. Now you can see this is my hand, and also my hand is sweating because it is very much hot. So up to this surface the sweat, it is brought by the sweat glands, and through these tiny pores the sweat comes out of the skin. The last waste, that is liquid waste, it comes out of the body through a system which is known as urinary system. So urinary system, it comprises of different subparts that we will discuss later on. So these are the organs and their excretory products. Now second topic which we are going to discuss today is renal excretory system. Students, the renal excretory system, it comprises of kidneys, a pair of ureter, urinary bladder and urethra. Now on the next page is here you can see I have drawn a diagram here. Now this is the renal excretory system. You can see these are the kidneys, left kidney and the right kidneys. So a pair of kidney which is reddish brown. The kidneys, these are bean shaped. You can see here they are located in the abdominal cavity. Left kidney is slightly higher than the right kidney. So you can see here this left kidney is at a slightly higher position than the right kidney. Inner side of the kidney, that is this region, it comprises of fissures, folds, that is hilus, and renal artery, it enters into this hilus, and renal vein and ureters, they exit from this hilus. Also, ureter, which is exiting from this hilus, it carries the urine up to the urinary bladder, and this urinary bladder stores urine for some time. Now students, you can see renal artery, that is it is entering, renal vein, it is exiting, and ureter, it also exit. Renal artery, it brings oxygenated blood from heart for purification. This one. A renal vein carries deoxygenated blood which has been purified by kidney. So the function of renal vein is to carry the deoxygenated blood which has been purified by the kidneys. And at last the ureter, it carry waste from kidneys to urinary bladder. So from kidneys the waste is being carried up to the urinary bladder with the help of these muscular tube-like structures which are known as ureter. Now student, second we are going to discuss ureter. Ureter is a pair of muscular tube almost 30 centimeter in length. You can see here this is the ureter, and then comes urinary bladder and urethra. So urinary bladder, you can see it is a muscular bag-like structure or sac-like structure which stores urine temporarily, means for a little while it stores urine. Then this opening of urinary bladder into the urethra, it is controlled by a sphincter. Students, you can see here an important point. Female urethra is small as compared to male. So the process of urinating is called micturition. Now when we feel urge to urinate, when this urinary bladder it gets completely filled, we have an urge to urinate. So ultimately what happens, through this small opening of the urethra, the urine comes out of the body. So you can see the process of urinating, it is called micturition. And urine basically it contains water, organic substances, inorganic substances, uric acid, urea, it also contains salt. So students, whenever we have an urge to urinate, we should free our urinary bladder, because if we are going to store urine for a long time, it will cause different diseases which are also known as urinary tract infections, which we are going to discuss later on. So we have to not store urine for a long time. If we are storing that urine for a long time, then ultimately it also becomes alkaline, and you have seen that foul smell or bad smell, it comes from the urine. And if we will store urine for a long time, it will create disorders in our kidney. Now students, for today we are going to discuss this much only, and in the next lecture we will discuss the role of kidneys in the filtration of blood.